Okay, now where are we going to take off on this one right now? Because the jet plane ain't got any fuel in it. Ain't got any of that yellow fuel in it that elevates. Okay, anything. Do you understand what I'm saying? The yellow feet of the chicken found on top of the church roof, something to elevate the bird, the energy of yellow. There's definitely, we call it the orange sun, but is it not the yellow sun, yellow, orange, orange red, son of the earth? Jesus was on earth, so he had to have the yellow energy, and he had to have the red spirit. Red and yellow make the orange, so now you have the Son of God. Okay, one of the things I wanted to talk about, this is a very short video, maybe about 2 minutes. No, seriously this time, real serious. I mean, but how easy do you think life is when you break up a Rubik's Cube and you got to put it all back together to create and design this world? Okay, this is the basics of it. It's a square. I'm English, it's a square. This world is for the English. That's why they have the Queen of England, because English, England, inland, French, land, all our languages split words in half and split images in half. They split letters in half. They split shapes. That's what they do. They split shapes. So we're English. I got a square head. Starts with an E for the electronic world. That's the language for it. Everything out, most of the other creations, okay, that's why English is #1 now, is because English is a piece of everything. That's why I know a little bit of everything, because English is a piece of everything. It gives me a chance to be able to break what I know apart to fit in somewhere else, and then I can know if it fits in my world, because I'm from my world. So if it fits in my world, that other world, I know that other world's in my world. That's why when you look at Rubik's Cube, okay, this is love. When everything fits in together, it's love. Okay, that's what love's all about. You see, God's card is like the 10 Commandments. I was just looking at it. It says God, 1, 2, 3, 4 commandments, and then it says man, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 commandments. So God's world, okay, meaning that God, when he created man's world, there were 4 things he had to do in his world in order to create man's world. Now forget about what the 10 commandments say, because I'm going to change all that, because I see right away, do not worship any other God. The D is capitalized, so I know it's the angle of God. N is the 5, W is the 5, A is the 1, O is the 6, G is the 7. You only have one even number, and that's the O, and that's one of the islands of man. Okay? 6 islands connect to 4 islands. Do you get it? 6 islands connect to 4 islands. The Magan David is a 6 island, 4 island connection. The only thing I wanted to say, this is why I actually came on right now, because I wanted to talk about prostate cancer and a few other cancers. Because like I said, if we can get the color formation right, we find out which colors, where they connect inside the system. All these people that know chakras and colors and numerology, I'm quite sure they can help if they had my system. Anyways, the breakdown goes like this. Silver lining, silver and gray, silver and gold. Okay? These have to connect. Okay? Now, gray rocks means there's something in the rocks, okay, that's a hidden secret inside the gray part of us. Okay? Whatever you know as in science as being a gray part, that's what I'm talking about. Okay? And the other thing I wanted to say is that things are pliable. Rocks don't move, but they have a life inside the rocks. They have minerals, and those minerals live inside of us. So if rocks don't move and man has a hard head, well, now you know why. The trees, they have roots in the ground. They don't seem like they're alive because they're not moving, but they're very much alive. But they don't have the element of spirit to do anything else. If a tree had the element of spirit in its own heart, I bet you that tree will come right out of the ground and do what he wants, because a tree is pliable. I know a tree is pliable. They use plywood. How can a tree not be pliable? It's got leaves and branches and roots. It's got the heart. Okay? The element of life is shown inside of it. The element of our life is shown on our face. So trees may walk. And the reason I say that is because I saw a Star Trek movie. You don't think Star Trek is real? You see, the creators of Star Trek, okay, had a vision. And it came from somewhere. And I can read their vision and go back even further than that because they gave me the primary. They gave me a setting point. Now I can just branch out. So in that movie, a rock moved. So I was thinking rock, ingredients, elements, metals, vibrations, creating little bubbles and little pockets in the rock. Well, that's what holds it together. And then it shimmers and shakes until it reforms to something else. Anyways, I said in my last video, we use up all the elements we eat, then we go to the washroom after. It goes into an envelope. When you have diarrhea, everything's all over the place. Okay? But when you go for a real Tishrei, which is the Hebrew month of God, and it's a Tishrei, isn't that crazy? Our planet's Earth, our opposite planet is Uranus. Okay? Tishrei is shit king. How much about shit can you talk about? In French, they call the king a roi. It means in the sewer. Okay? But a king is a K letter like this. Okay? Which means one life from east to west. You see, if you put two kings together, two K letters together, it looks like you got a knife and a fork next to your plate. It creates a square plate. And that's one of the reasons the Chinese serve with certain of those plates, because it represents the world. It represents everything. There is nothing. If somebody says, I don't understand, that's fine. We have to look, because everything's right in front of us. And a lot easier than you think. It's right at the tip of your tongue, because it's the tip of your tongue that touches the all the transferring of everything together. La 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 la. I did in my last cassette. La la means there, baby, baby. There, baby, baby. La, 13 plus 1 is 14. 4 and 1 is 5. You got the angle. You got the angle. You got the angle. You got the angle, baby. Baby means beta electronic world. La la baby, la la baby. You've got the angle, my kid. We've got the electronic world all hooked up now. We've got the plate. We've got the plate. Okay, how do we have the plate? Beta created the plate. Why? Because a K is the 11th letter, and a 1 and 1 is 2 for beta. That's how God fit in. That's how God fit into the other world. He slipped in by a K. And that's 2 Ks face to face. 2 sides. Okay, you got the plate, you got the fork, F, and the knife, K. Fork is man, okay, and the angel is the nav. And Christopher, they sing about the nav, okay. So you have the fork, which is the F letter for man in the beta world, and you have the knife, which is K-I-N-F-E, and the reason they put the K in front of the N in knife is because it's the beta world spirit angle. It's the nav. It's the jack of spades. Okay, the inside of us are the clubs, but the nav is the jack of spades, and I know that because Krista Berg sang it in his song that he had the king, the jack. No, he had the nav and everything else. The only thing he was missing was the 8. Okay, the reason Krista Berg was missing the 8 in this, okay, is because when I connect the bottom line here, which is the 8 from 7 to 9, 7, 8, 9, okay, this puts man's world right at 8, okay, which means the 4 corners of the 4 corners it gets to touch right here. And if it touches 4 corners of 4 corners, you've now reached heaven. And if you look, there's only one part of you here. There's a you, okay, and if you look it upside down, okay, do you see it anything different? You don't see it, eh? You don't see the M? You don't see the M. Anyways, so what happens now is by this turning up this way, this is one part of you, and now you got 4 kings. 4 kings equal 8. Okay? Each king is the 11th letter. 1 and 1 is 2. 4 corners equals 8. So when you got the 4 corners of beta, you are beta. And this is your lifeline 8, and there's another world after that. It connects to 8, and that's the way it is. And the tie, I don't know if I should do this. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. I wasn't gonna do it. The tie that man wears, okay, is right there. And the reason we cut the tie, okay, of the tie, because this is the spirit. They're all 5 positions in red, okay? They all belong to God, but they're in the center of beta. And they connect, so this is the tie, okay? When the tie is ripped, it's because the man and the angel have separated. The man is on this side, they rip the man away from the angel. They rip the tie on this side, because this beta connect of 2 and 6 is no longer good, man is dead. Now the only thing that's left is see the angle left over here? It's on one side of a U, because man is dead on one side. So you have another underneath it. It's 2 V's for life. See, the matrix world and God's world basically made of the same system. The system is Trinity. All Trinity. It's just triangles and delta, 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 delta. Everything hooks together and we live inside delta. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10. 4 by 3 is 12. By 2 is 24 to 24 hours a day a man. 6 days, 3 islands and 3 islands, 613 laws. 6 days, then 1 day, then 3 days, then 3 days. Why 3 and 3? Because 3 is God and 3 is God. So he has to live in 3 and 3, and together he lives them as 6. He has beta. You understand what I'm saying? If God lives from Sunday to Friday is 6 days, okay? And then is the 1 day of God. And then there's 6 more days of God, but where's beta? So what you do, okay, is you put the 6 days of beta of the 1 day of God, okay, of the 3 days of God, because it's 3, it's an odd number, but the 1 day is the prayer day, of the 3 days, okay, which would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday would be a hump day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday is the 1 day, so it's 313 as the hump day, okay, creates the 4 for beta, so beta has her chance. So beta goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4, 3, 3, 4. So we end up, I know that was confusing, because guess what? I confused myself with it, and I've done it 100 times. You see anything in the background? My whole wall is decorated, my whole apartment is decorated. I can stick and write anything I want on anything in this place as long as I paint it up when I leave. Because when I find a discovery, man, it's got to go down in paper, because it's got to be marked in time, because history will be made. Will it be made through me? Of course it's made through me. I made my own history. I created my own game that right now exists only in my mind, and I'm trying to tell everybody else about it if they want to come in and play. I call it the alphabet. Oh, you can call it the alphabet, but then you're playing with your angel, and you've been playing with your angel all your life. So we call it the alphabet. Do you understand? You play with your angel all your life because you're connected to your angel. He's 4, you're 6, makes a perfect 10. You got the 1 Spirit of God, and you're at the 0 part. When you're at the 0 part, 2 and 8 go there, 1 and 8 go there, 7 and 3 go there, 1 and 9 go there, and that's why they call it love, because when everything's in the love position, everyone is home. Tennis. Wow, 13 minutes. I only wanted to do a minute. Oh, MacDonald had a farm. I'm going to McDonald's. What nursery rhyme should we sing? What can we learn today about little Jack Horner? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. How about all the gods? You know which god I like? The god of water, from Neptune. He had that Neptune stick, well, he stands for man. All the gods. Zeus. Zeus, the zoo. Backwards, it's a canal. The zoo is a canal. The Suez Canal. Do you understand the way I do things? They just bounce off. Either I'm very connected, okay, or I can just connect things that I see, and in all actuality, everybody that's watching is going, who is this? He's a nut. He has no idea what he's saying. He's crazy. But you're not in my mind and see what I see. All I know is one thing. Oh, McDonald's. I'm going to McDonald's for a coffee because guess what? I'm in this world still as a 6 versus a 4. So shouldn't I certainly divide my time up, 6 versus 4? Well, I give him 8 hours to sleep, but now I sleep 10. So he's getting 10 hours, I'm getting 14 hours. So I'm getting 7, he's getting 5. 57, 75 again. I didn't even think about it. Anyways, skip the tape. I gotta go. I'm a nut. Nuts come out of a tree. Trees got roots. Trees got a heart. They're pliable. They're lumber. We're lumbering in and lumbering out. The ants come marching in and out. the golden egg, the Easter eggs, the bunny eggs for the letter R. R is a bunny. You know how I know the R is a bunny? I'm going to show you. I'm going to draw the letter R. Okay, I'm going to draw the letter R. Show you. Okay, I'm going to show you one letter R. Whoop, my mouse. Here's a letter R. Now, how can that be a Playboy bunny? Well, it's pretty simple. All R's are angels. So angel bunnies, what do you think? This is what we'll do. Great, this pen's not working. Goodbye. This pen's working. Ah, there you go. Playboy bunny. Our angel, eh? RR, railroad. RR, aardvark. RR, RAR, electronic world R, a rear, an angel electronic world, a deer, God from the electronic world, the gear, take it all the way, you got the ear, electronic angel resident, he's a resident right inside that ear. And that's why Jesus, in the Da Vinci Code of the Last Supper, Jesus tilted his head, showing the V of light. It even comes off the neck here. This is the angle of light. This is the angle of light right here, L and L. Those are two parts of God. You don't see the other two parts of God because it's L and L, which is 24. And then when you have your legs down, it's either 11 or between your legs going up and down is a V. You have the 22nd. So you have L and L, 24. The V between your legs is 22. Makes a total of 46. And an angel again. Anyways, it is what it is, all right? Take care. If something bothers you, there could be a reason. I can't solve it, okay? The thing is, everything has to be put in an order. Once it's in order, you have to learn to accept it. You're the middle of that order. You're the middle of the order. Huh. You're the middle of the order. You're batter number 5. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're in the middle of the order in baseball, you're batter 5. Well, if you got the 9 positions and the middle angle is a center position, well, that position is position 5. Everything goes to 5 and everything goes through you. Okay? Up here is not the, is it the 2? Everybody says it's the 2, but it's the angle of beta, which is the 5, which creates, which makes this actually 7. Because it's the God and it's the beta world. The 2 spirit. God 5, 2 beta. The quarter, the reindeer, has his antlers out on the quarter. Look at the quarter where the mark is, the 25 cents is in the middle. Okay? Look at all your change on all your money. And if your money was made like this, that would be really cool. But it is made like that. You want to see? Just show you. Look. That's the sides of our dollar. All those angles. One. Hold on a second. Hold on. Look. You see these angles? This is what makes the world round. That's why the world's round. You see it's flat here, but when it turns out for different levels, it rounds out the world. So that's why you say the world is flat, the world is round. Yeah. It's flat on the top, it's flat on the bottom. It's flat on the sides. But it's all been rounded out. So it's not flat anymore. The disk universe is flat. We can travel from this side to this side right across the disk. Right? We can travel the whole side. But when you're in the beta world, you got to go through the blocks. But it's made like a disk world. It's disks that were put together, creating what they call the VHS and beta cassette. I guess that's it. They don't look like disks because they're a lot thicker. Have you ever looked in the universe lately? Those stars are about this big. I can probably grab 1,000 of those stars and put them in my apartment. Sure, stars are small. I looked in the sky last night. They were this big, the stars. How many stars can I put in my apartment? And never mind, look in there. You see in there? Look at the design. 1, 2 on top. It's a starburst. But it's got 2 on it. There's 3 on the bottom and 2 on the top. Pentagram. What design is it and why is it like that? Your head is on the bottom. Your 2 feet are on the top. Your hands are on the side. These 2 fingers spirit of theta. Pow, you're into the life. Come. Thank you.